Hi, my name is Stellan and I'm genderqueer.
Stellan is a 39-year-old genderqueer person from Sweden. And genderqueer is something we haven't encountered on this channel before, so I'm gonna let Stellan explain what that means to them.
Genderqueer is that feeling of not belonging in any of the preset gender boxes, and it is the other, the constant other, meaning that whatever box you're trying to fit me into, I don't feel right in that box because it has connotations.
The majority of people you see online that are exploring their gender identity are probably teenagers or in their early 20s. But Stellan started their journey a little bit later in life.
I was born in the early 80s and those kind of discussions weren't had back then, so it's something that's come much later in life. I've always known that I prefer the feminine side. I lean feminine. Masculine has never felt right to me, but it's only in the last maybe 10 years that I've started to feel like, oh yeah, this is something I'm actually allowed to figure out. I don't need to go by what others say or think.
So when they figured this out, they actively started exploring their gender identity.
I started experimenting early with putting on makeup and wearing high heels, maybe dresses and stuff. And that led me to think in terms of trans. And I've always tried my best to keep an open mind as to whether or not I feel like I belong within that term. But for me, it's never been about transitioning. It's always been about existing somewhere, not in between, but neither. Just go where it feels right. Putting on makeup, lipstick, high heels, painted nails, all of that stuff doesn't mean that I necessarily have an intention to transition, nor does it close that door. So I am still open to those ideas, but I do not feel like I want to call myself trans just because I feel more comfortable calling myself genderqueer.
Some people identify as both trans and genderqueer, since trans technically only means that you do not identify with the gender you were assigned at birth. But some people, like Stellan, don't, and that's also totally valid. Just wanted to put that out there. Anyway, Stellan's exploration has sometimes led to difficulties with their surroundings.
I have gotten tired of having the constant discussion. If I use the pronouns her, she, I get questioned a lot, and I need to explain myself, and that gets tiring because a lot of my characteristics get coded as male, and this is complicated to a lot of people, which I can kind of understand. It's something that's been ingrained in us.
But the way you look shouldn't determine what gender other people perceive you as. What matters is the gender you know you are, inside.
Gender to me feels like, if I mention that I'm genderqueer, it feels perfect. It feels like it matches how I feel on the inside.
So, what's Stellan's journey gonna look like in the future?
I don't know, nor have I decided whether or not to pursue this journey in a physical way more. I wish I was even more brave and could be more outwardly genderqueer, and that's gonna be something I explore more and more in the coming years. But as of now, I feel confident inside in myself regarding my gender identity and my gender, but it's an ongoing thing, and it's exciting, of course, to see where it leads me. So I feel like I am in the middle of something. That's why genderqueer is so perfect, because doesn't require you to have the answers, and also it doesn't require you to have answers or the need to actually find answers. It's valid to not have answers. You are valid regardless of if there is a set endpoint or not.
Before we wrap up, let's listen to Stellan's advice to other people who might start their gender exploration a little bit later in life.
My advice to people who start exploring gender later in life is it's never too late. It is exciting. It gives you a new meaning in a way. It gives you hope, and I say go for it. But also, if you're not there yet, that's totally fine. You might never get there, and that's totally fine. But at least be open to exploring what's on your inside, and your age shouldn't limit you in any way. Age is also one of those things that it comes with a lot of preconceived notions, and we should throw that out of the window as well. Like what it means to be a certain age shouldn't limit you. Like no matter which age you are, it's fine to explore your truth. So regardless if you're 15 or 55, it's totally valid to start exploring any part of your being. Never too late, never too early.